Hello and welcome to Phonique Magazine. I'm Tato Pamela Molusiwa. Today on our show, we are going to learn how traditional food is prepared. We're also going to see how traditional clothing are being designed. Later on our show, we are going to see a folk performer.
Hello everyone, we are now at Botswana Craft Restaurant to come and see how traditional food are being prepared. Let us go and see more.
Here in Botswana Craft, we are doing different types of food, like we are doing guinea fowl pots, we are doing oxtail, we are doing goat, seswa, bogoy vale rots, sample beans, lots of things like impala stew. Yeah.
So how do you normally cook this food? Are you guided by a recipe or you just cook just for yourself, according to yourself?
Some are guided by recipes, but we are normally doing them Setswana way.
Who are the people you normally serve?
Most of the we are serving like everybody here, but mostly like tourists, because we are selling some of the things there in Botswana Craft. Tourists are buying things from Botswana Craft, so we are selling those food for tourists, but everybody might come.
So as you said, you are cooking food like bohobe jalo rotse, and we know that the marotsa are just seasonal. How do you cope with the recipes cycle?
Oh, it's like we are buying those leroza from melon foods, so that they are doing them like yearly. Yeah.
So who do you normally get this supply from?
Leroza, we are getting the leroza from melon foods, and guinea fowl we are getting them from sand foods, and also in Impala we are buying them from sand foods.
How is the marketplace?
Market is going very well. As I told you, that there are lots of tourists coming here in Botswana Craft, and lots of customers, they like Setswana food, so they always come here and they buy. We are doing very, very well here.
That was Botswana Craft Chef. Now you can go there with your families and relatives and your kids to enjoy more of the traditional food being served there. Enjoy. We are with Mr. Thomas, who is the owner of Tomly Minded Designs, and he is working on designing different attires and designs. Mr. Thomas, can you introduce yourself to the audience?
Thank you. I'm Mr. Thomas, the director for Tomly Minded Design in Habani.
Mr. Thomas, tell us more, tell the viewers about the designs you design. What kind of designs you design?
The designs, I have a lot of different of them designs. Very unique designs that I will just come out with. And also traditional sportswear. As you can see the jacket, like that jacket.
You are talented and creative, and then where do you get these materials?
The materials for these things, especially this African attire, especially for this artistic, I get also in here in Botswana. I buy here in Botswana. Now I'm targeting, this, it's like this, especially the kids for schooling, for some different groups.
There are a lot of competitors who also are designers. What are the challenges you face when coming to your competitors, and how do you beat them?
When I come across these competitors in this business, the challenge is also in this business. or to compete with them and beat them also there and there. Managed to drive some other people from far, Francistown, Mauni, there and there, calling, where is Thomas, where can you get Thomas there and there, you know. Because in this, to hit them, we have to be very creative. When you do these things, when you start these things in this business, be very strong. Don't fear to challenge. Don't fear challenges. Just go and challenge there and there. No matter who is and who, you know, we have to challenge it to make everything possible. And everything is possible. Nothing impossible in this business. Everything is possible. We can do everything. We can stitch everything that we can wish. You know, when you do these attires, African attires, make sure you have to be very creative. You know, creative, because in the same community, you can find out 10 designers doing same things, same African attires. So now to make your company grow and to feed you up yourselves and your employee, so it's only to be very creative, to make something different to these others, and to stitch, to adjust your stitch. These stitches need to be adjusted to such a stage. Correct? No, these things need this stitch. You have to know all of them. When someone comes, people who knows clothes, they don't want to see some funny stitches. You have to stitch your stitch according to the material that we are going to use. Only these things that I want to encourage you guys in this business.
Mr. Thomas has all said it all in his work. He's a man of creativity. Creativity and innovation are his pillars. And I hope we and you viewers, you have learned a lot on how to be creative and innovative when doing all things in your workplace. Mr. Thomas, thank you.
Today, Phonique Magazine is with Re Maza Matlaku. Re Maza Matlaku is a folk musician. He's a package. He's a drum player. He is a sahaba player. He is a teacher. He's a manufacturer. As he manufactures drums and saranguras or dikhabas as we call them. So Re Matlaku, can you introduce yourself to us?
My name is Maiza Haufemu Matlaku, born out there in Kanye. A few years ago. I'm a centurion anyway. I'm almost 49. So, and I've been working on this area of traditional, folk, historical activities.
All right.
Yeah.
Ramathagu, I know that you've been involved with the Botswana Music Camp. You know, we have taught a lot of people. I'm one of the people that you have taught actually.
Yeah,
I'm one of your products.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
you mentioned that you're around 86 and all that. You have been in this for a long time.
Yes,
so I would
yes.
like us to actually dwell into this BOTA one. How is BOTA, or maybe accreditation of BOTA to folk musicians, going to help, or maybe how is it going to change or help, you know, the setup of folk musicians?
Very,
here in
very,
Botswana?
very good question.
Yes.
What happens in terms of training and accreditation is its realization, or its recognition of competencies. You are competent. They are competent. We are competent. But we are not accredited. We don't have certification. We are not certified. So we cannot get jobs where formally employment is made. Like you can be employed in a school or in a church or wherever you can get employment. People want certificates. So with the skill of a traditional or folk musician or folk activist, we need to be accredited. So the formation and the existence of BOTA, I think it came to us as manna in heaven, so to say, for the realization of the current competencies that all of us, and mainly those who are still learning, which we call them prior learning or recognition of prior learning, which is the younger people can also benefit from the accreditation of this. So it will help the folk music in terms of development, because development is the thing that has to be seen, because development is a process, is a movement, is a change. It's not static. It develops stinkani, it develops khaba, it develops drums, it develops poetry, it develops even personal and physical appearance and your spirit inside and communication. So it develops you to be able to fit within the globe.
Very interesting.
I'm sure
Re
it's,
Matlaku is a package. He's a drummer, he's a teacher, he's a manufacturer. With him, I'm thinking that Botswana is very blessed to have people like Remaza Matlaku. Remaza Matlaku, as we see, we look around. It appears like you manufacture the sekhaba or sarangure, you manufacture drums. So you have seen even some leathers here, and which are being actually waiting to be cut and for you to manufacture drums. Where do you sell your products after manufacturing?
All right. Yeah, another question of selling your products. Okay. I don't have a consistent place to sell my products. I sell to who wants it. I sell to the schools who orders it. I sell to the travelers, like tourists who comes here. And I also just play with groups and peoples and individuals. And I use them also in contemporary music.
I think you have heard from him. He is actually, a folk musician who is surrounded by each and every element of music. Thank you, Rematlaku.
Unfortunately, we have come to the end of our program. We hope that you have enjoyed our show. Until we meet next time, goodbye.
Mambo